Welcome to today's pregnancy full body strength training. Today's class is designed to keep you healthy and strong during pregnancy. It is excellent for circulation, delivering more nutrients to your baby. It's also great for preparing for your upcoming birth, for strength and endurance. It's great for keeping away pregnancy aches and pains, as well as helping regulate blood sugar, which is so important for baby. This workout is safe for all trimesters. I will be using 10-pound and 5-pound dumbbells, but pick two different weights, a heavier and a lighter, that feels safe for you and your body. If you don't have dumbbells, you could also use filled up water bottles or cans of beans. To protect your core during pregnancy, we will use our 360 breath. We're going to inhale 360 degrees around, letting our ribs expand, especially side and back ribs. And then on the exhale, you're going to engage your deep inner core muscles, pull your baby tight into spine. So as we lift, we're going to exhale to protect your core. Listen to your body, take breaks whenever you need, and of course you can always lower your weights if you're finding they're too heavy. Let's start standing up with a short warm-up before we grab our dumbbells. We can start with some big arm circles, taking some deeper breaths. Let's go the other way. Good, taking one foot behind, big side stretch. Exhale, pull your baby in to switch sides. Good, let's bend our knees. We can take some big hip circles. Other way. Good, we can bring our arms out. We're gonna reach down and touch the opposite knee or ankle, whatever feels good for you. Good. And exhale, pull your baby in, big ankle circles. Going both ways. Other foot. Good. And some hamstring curls. Amazing. I'm going to grab my 10-pound dumbbells now. You could also just use one weight for this, taking our feet wide apart. We're going to squat down, pulse, squeeze coming up. Inhale on the way down, exhale as you come up. Last one. We're gonna lunge behind and then cross for a curtsy lunge, coming back, stepping forward. Squeeze your inner thighs as you cross. Amazing. Other side. We're going to alternate on our shoulder press here. Exhale, pull your baby in as you come up and lift. For your bicep curl, you can either have palms forward if you find your belly is getting in the way. You could also do a hammer curl here. Strong stance, micro bend in your knee. Let's hinge here, really stick your glutes out, and then weights come back to your hips, finding length in your spine. Big movement from your scapula here. Amazing. We're going to stagger our feet here. This is great to strengthen our posterior chain. Great for a lot of the birth positions. Amazing, take a breath. Setting up on the other side. Then we'll grab a sip of water. Amazing job. Let's place our dumbbells down. We can grab a sip of water. Amazing. Let's make our way to all fours now. We can bring one hand up behind our ear, and on an exhale, we're gonna open up, and then inhale, we can bring our elbow to our wrist. Good, moving to the other side. Exhale, slight rotation. Inhale down. Beautiful, move into scapula presses here. So we're going to lower our body, bringing your scapula or shoulder blades together, and then press your hands into the mat. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Good. Keeping your baby pulled in here. Exhale as you press. One more here. Good. On your next exhale, we'll lift opposite arm and leg for bird dog. Exhale, pulling your baby in. Inhale down, expanding through your ribs. Switching sides. Good, moving with your breath. Feeling lifted through your mid-back, not dumping into your back at all. Good, on our next one, let's hold here. Good, releasing down, big inhale. Exhale, other side. Core is strong, holding. Beautiful, release down. Let's extend one leg out behind us. We're gonna pulse it here, using your glutes. Continuing to breathe into your side and back ribs so that you can keep your baby pulled in a little bit. Good, we can stop pulsing. We're gonna angle our wrists slightly out and move into push-ups here. Elbows come slightly out and push up. Good. Exhale. One more. Good, now we're gonna rainbow. We can reposition our fingers facing towards in front of you. We're gonna rainbow our foot, tapping on the outside, and then tapping across. Keeping your hips very steady, not letting them sway back and forth at all. Continuing to practice your 360 breath, engaging your core on the exhale. Amazing. Let's bring that leg back in. We can stretch through our glutes before moving to the other side. Good, coming back up to all fours. When you're ready, let's extend your other leg out behind and pulsing here. The core is strong. Lifting through your mid-back. Beautiful. Setting up your hands so your elbows are going to come out at about a 45-degree angle. Weight can shift slightly forward so that you're pushing up your body.
We watch the sun go down over the same old town, like so many times before. We look at the same old stars, battle the same old wars.
Beautiful. Straightening out our hands, moving into our rainbows. The work here comes from keeping your hips nice and still. Amazing. Let's bring that leg in, stretching out again. I will grab one heavier weight and one lighter weight now and move it close. I'm going to come into a half kneeling position, getting a 45-degree angle, and we can start by picking up our heavier weight, rolling our shoulders down our backs. We can move into row here. Weight comes back towards your hip. Two more. Amazing. Release your weight down. You can either rest here, or for advanced, you can tuck your back toe under and lift up for a lunge hold. Wherever you are, breathe. On your exhale, pull your baby in. One more breath. Amazing. If your knee's up, release your back knee, picking up your weight again. This time, turning your palm facing right in front of you, and we'll row, but with our palm up. Weight can come slightly out to the side if your belly's getting in the way. Last one. Amazing. And either just relax here, focus on your breath, or tuck your back foot, lifting up again. 3 breaths. Really using your core. Amazing. Let's pick up our lighter weight now. Moving into tricep extensions. Really squeezing your tricep at the top. On our next one, let's turn our palm up, pulse here. Amazing, release down. Let's roll out our shoulders. We can shift forward into our kneeling lunge, slightly tucking your pelvis under, pressing your back knee into the mat, never stretching too deeply during pregnancy. Beautiful, let's release, flexing your front foot now. We can slightly hinge and try to press your heel down into the mat, finding length in your spine. Beautiful, gently release. And we can do that series on the other side. So let's set up half kneel, grabbing your heavier weight or whatever weight feels good, and setting up to row. Beautiful, release your weight down. Again, either breathing here or option to tuck your back foot, lifting up, big inhale in, exhale, deep core muscles. Good, release it down. This time turning your palm up, exhale, last one. Good. Option to lift up here. Beautiful. Release if your knee is up. Getting ready for tricep extensions. Extend, squeeze, hold, bring it in. Also doing your core exercise by exhaling and pulling your baby in. On your next one, turn your palm up, pulsing here. Beautiful, release it down. Take a couple of breaths. Good, moving into our kneeling lunge. Staying active in this stretch, back knee pressing down into the mat. Beautiful, let's put weight into our front foot. Shift back out, and we can grab a quick sip of water. We've got 2 more standing moves here. We're gonna squat down, tap heels together, engaging our inner thighs, our adductors, which is a really important part of the pelvic floor. We're gonna move into some sumo squat pulses here. So we'll go down, pulse for 8, coming back down. Squeeze as you come up. Keep breathing. Knees pressing towards the back of the room, not falling in. Last one. Amazing job. Let's take in side stretches again. Exhale on your way up. Good, we can stretch our quads. If you want to hold onto a wall or a chair, you can. Lining your knees up. Beautiful, release. Releasing your other foot now. We're going to come into a deep squat, taking your feet a little bit wider than hip width distance, or for a modification, you could also do butterflies pose here. If you're coming into your squat, squatting down, if your heels pop off, that's okay. You could also sit on a stool if it's difficult to get into the pose. Let's take a few breaths here. You can also take some movement back and forth. Good, you can either tip forward or come through standing, and we'll find our way to all fours. Let's round out for cat and then cow, tucking your chin. Inhale, keep your baby pulled in as you look up, tilting your tailbone up, moving back and forth with your breath. Really focusing on the mobility of your pelvis here, tucking it under, tipping it up. Good, coming back to a neutral spine. Let's take some feel-good hip circles here. Other way. Good, coming back to all fours, tucking your toe and pressing into a pike position here. Finding length in your spine, knees can be bent. You can walk your heels out, stretching through the backs of your legs. Good, releasing it back down to the mat. Let's find butterfly pose here. And you can stay sitting tall or option to release forward. I trust my body knows exactly how to birth my baby. I am safe and my baby is safe. I am loved and supported. Beautiful, finding length in your spine. Let's coming up and come to a cross-legged position. You did amazing. I hope that you're feeling strong and energetic. I would love to know how many times a week you are strength training. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, the best free way to support me is to subscribe and share with another pregnant mama friend. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.